So on to our third part of during your deliverance. So these children experienced fears of starving. God rained food from heaven. They didn't trust God again, but by actively listening and keeping more than they needed. How many times do we keep more than we need? It's because we don't hold on to all that He has brought us through, humbling ourselves to never forget where we have come from. Well, He has helped us trust in Christ to be more willing to listen and apply. So back to these Hebrew children who are much different than us. Who aren't much different than us. After all, we are all just God's children. God explains again about trusting and resting in Him and the benefits of actively listening. And there it is, the 16th chapter and the 32nd verse of Exodus. Moses said, "This is what the Lord has commanded. Take an omer of manna and keep it for the generations to come, so they can see the bread I gave you to eat in the wilderness when I brought you out of Egypt." So don't forget where you've come from and what the Lord has done for you, and share what He has done, explaining the emotion, as that is what us as children can relate to. These shortcomings of these children, when they were complaining, they were healing from the chains and the scars from their past. And it takes a while for them to heal, to carry a scar with pride. So it takes a while for us to heal and to carry our scars with pride so that we can go forth and share our stories proudly with others. We meet somebody on the street and they're either angry or they're upset or they're just so filled with the concern of the situation that's at hand for them. We can relate and share our stories of where we came from with this complete stranger and showing them and explaining them where God's step was every step of the way to where we are now. Part of our deliverance is the healing so that we can share with others as they are hurting and as they are not yet anywhere near being healed. But that could be the light that comes to start that healing, where God can step in and change them. God can step in and break those shackles and those chains. You can stand there and proclaim that Satan can run and hide. Because you know greater things are yet to come for this person because you've seen it firsthand. Don't forget to tell your story. If you have a testimony, stand up and share it. It's your story, it's your testimony. You know it like the back of your hand. Why aren't you sharing it? Proclaiming it to the world.